monopolies. And no, not the plural form of the really popular board game, but real life monopolies. Let's talk about them for just a couple of minutes. And thank you for taking the time out of your very busy day to watch the videos. I really appreciate it. I truly do. If you haven't already, and I know I'm asking a lot, but don't just watch the videos. Click the notification bar down in your tab there for subscribing and getting all alerts for new videos so that you guys can watch them. I'd really appreciate it. That's my solicitation for the video. Now, let's talk about monopolies and how I think it is my opinion that monopolies are anti-American and in fact go against the very principles of a free market system and capitalist beliefs, thereby making monopolies completely rendering them obsolete. Monopolies are an idea from a group of rich dudes, 200 years ago. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand the conceptualization of monopoly as it concerns the private free market enterprise world. You simply have more money than other people, and as a result of that, you're able to consolidate, and the argument is streamline and make things better, innovation, service, and or products. However, monopolies stifle and suppress innovation, and in fact this is inherently their goal, their fatal characteristic trait, I'd argue, in that for some reason big business is bent and gets real excited about completely monopolizing industries. Now, we've seen many examples over the last 2 centuries of conglomerates, consolidation, its negative impacts, and then and then antitrust legislation, so that we could try to rein in the corruption that was taking place as far as the 20th century and standardized oil and the breakup of the big oil companies and stuff goes. So now, about 100 years later, or so a little bit more, we're talking about the same things. I mean, at some point, I'm only 36, but 3 lifetimes ago of me is still kind of frustrated about how no progress has been made in terms of, even with the passage of antitrust legislation in this country, we still continue to allow an unequivocal purveyance of all of these monopolies. And so I'll give you an example of some, and I want you guys to really think about these things and how, again, my argument is un-American in that in America, we compete. It is supposed to be like that. Whoever is better at doing whatever it is they're doing is the winner. They win. And oftentimes the winner dictates, how precedents are set, how things should be done. And that is not the case with current monopolies. So, for example, technology, food, and energy. There's a handful of tech companies, there's a handful of multinational conglomerates that feed us our food, and then obviously they still got to charge us for living, and so monopolies are also energy companies and such. And again, there is no true argument for why monopolization should be allowed in this country. It is entirely un-American to allow large corporations to consolidate their power. And this could be not just lay consolidation of power. I think my peer group and younger people are not dumb in that it's not just a simple matter of buying a company, keeping the name, and having the parent company be responsible and then try to deny responsibility when bad things happen, but want all the money from the middlemaning everything. And so monopolies, again, are probably one of our greatest threats towards a truly democratic republic. And speaking more futuristically, any kind of evolution of our current modern day government, which is something that I'm a huge advocate for. I don't like stagnation, and I do think things are best when they are allowed to grow. And if we continue to allow monopolies in this country to dictate our life, we will surely, sooner than later, find out just how bad that is. Again, it's the suppression of innovation, and it's not good for anybody at all. So monopolies, bad, and competition, good, but real competition, not made up or manipulated competition, right? That's kind of where I sit with my opinion on monopolies.